In today's video we're going to be performing a full bleed on my car, and we're going to be reviewing the Sealey one-man pressure bleeder. Overall it's good quality, it's nice solid plastic, it's been put together well. The attachment is nice and firm, I can't see us having any issues with that. It's got a detachable head so you can swap for different master cylinders. Nice and easily attach and detach. It says that the capacity is 2.5 litres. I've gone ahead and put roughly about that in. Right now I'm just sucking the majority of the fluid out the master cylinder. Just using a bit of pipe. As we can see, it's filling up slowly. And your brake fluid should be changed about every 2 years. And I can guarantee that this brake fluid's been in here for about 10. So I'll come back to you when I've drained the master cylinder. So a nice feature that this pump has, you can still pump it and build pressure even if the attachment isn't on the reservoir, so you can fill the reservoir without pushing any air into the system. Builds pressure nice and quick, just a couple of pumps and it's off flowing again. Release the pressure and it'll drain what's in the tube and stop pumping. With the brake fluid level now coming up to the maximum, we're going to put the lid, well the attachment, onto the reservoir. Nice and easy, good solid fit, perfect length tube, rested on the battery. We've decided to go for 20 psi, that's about right. It's got a nice solid firm pump on it. As we can see, it's sitting nice and steady at 20, so that means we've got no leaks. And we're going to go ahead and do the furthest corner away from the master cylinder first. Got the bleed nipple cracked off. Pressure bleeding's doing its job. It's pumping it out on its own. Dripping it onto our container. And when I see fresh yellow fluid coming through there, I'll go ahead and tighten the nipple back up. Crystal clear fluid now coming out the nipple. With the near side rear completely bled, I've just given it a good soaking with some hot soapy water. That'll get rid of the brake fluid, it doesn't need anything else more than that. Clean the path as well with the soap. And it's doing its job so far. I probably left it bleeding for a good 2 solid minutes. Didn't drop in pressure by much. I'm going to pump it back up to 20 and move on to the other. With the pressure bleeder back up to 20 psi, it's fairly clear that our nipple's not leaking. Go ahead, put our rubber dust boot back on and move on. Offside rear wheel, bleeding, no issues whatsoever. Just cracking the last bleed nipple off. Done all the other 3. As you can see in the sun there, it's not quite bright yellow. So we're going to let it pump through until it's crystal clear. Comes out at a good pace, to be honest. So I've finished bleeding all 4 corners. Go ahead and release our pressure on the one-man pressure brake bleeder. We've used roughly about 1 litre of fluid. That's what's come out of it anyway, so 1 litre out, 1 litre in. Take our adapter off for the master cylinder. We are going to have a drip here because there's still fluid in the line. Just to neutralise any leftover brake fluid that's dripped out. Just giving everything a good spray with hot soapy water. So I've bled the car, fresh fluid in the master cylinder, fresh fluid coming out of all 4 nipples, and I'm rather happy with the way that the pressure bleeder has performed. Used roughly about 1 litre of brake fluid, there and thereabouts. I've got the adapter hanging up here so that the fluid can drip back into the reservoir, and then I'll go ahead and tip that back into my brake fluid container. It's done its job. No issues with the product whatsoever. It's not tacky, it's got a good build quality, and it's done the job spot on. So here is the brake fluid. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's not too healthy. Just a little side-by-side comparison. Obviously that's the fresh fluid and this is the old fluid. So to bring the video to a close, I'm more than happy to justify the £60 I've spent on that. It's done its job perfectly. No hiccups along the way. Got a good result. Now got fresh brake fluid all round. The brakes have improved. So by the looks of it, it's a good bit of kit to have in your toolbox. If you liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe of course, so I can see you in the next one.